Right, are we live? Are we live? Let's start the recording. Okay, okay, we should be live soon. What's going on? Levi Peril, like and subscribe. Check out my content and hopefully we grow together. Keep watching. I got a lot of stuff, that I'm doing and we're gonna move forward. Studio update. Well, screen printing has its own mini room. Um, Stuff for other channels that I have set up has its own room on the other side of this wall. Other than that, like we just focus on like growth and we're gonna be throwing some content and stuff out there. I'm trying to stick with a time frame as much as possible unless I have things I have to do. But between 12:30 or between 12 to 1 is when I really want to start. Those are usually the time that I have available. But then kids are already in school. I've already like, done my hygiene stuff, um ate breakfast and got things set up for you guys ready to go. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna try to do. Like, subscribe again, Levi Apparel, and yeah, let's start the show. Today I have the image I had set up. That's why I did part three instead of change the name. And I'm just gonna basically uh hold on one second. All right. Oh, for those who are here, let me give you an applause. All right, all right. Give me a second. Okay, so getting things set up. Right. Where I put this? Bam, bam, bam. All right, all right, all right. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be with you in a second. Hope the lighting is good. I've been like looking really, really dark. So, love being a brother, but I want you to see my true self. Let me get on myself so I can, I guess it doesn't show up for me. Hold on, may have to just look it up. There we go. There we go. Oh well. All right. What is this? That's just water. All right. So OBS is looking good. All right. I have to put the monitor up one day. All right. So what time is it? Whenever we get these things started, time just flies. So let me check at the time. All right. Sound is good. All right. All right. See, let's get things going. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. Okay. You know, let's just, it's the main screen. Oh yeah, there's no other one, so hold on. Okay. All right, cool. So that's the artwork we're working on today. Um, I've already completed it, and we're just gonna get it going now. What is the other one that we're doing? So we're doing a front and a back. So this is the front, right? This whole thing is the front. That's the front, and the back is gonna be this right here. This is in French, so it's gonna be hard to read it. So this is First Peter 5 verse 7. All right. So Pierre in French is Peter. Um chapter 5 verse 7. So yeah, so this is what they want in the back. Um I have everything set, right? So this and that. These are the two images that I'm going to work on today. And all we're going to do is we're going to just screen print it, right? There we go. Let's give an applause for that again. Screen printing, HTV vinyl, yay! All right, cool. So let's get things going. All right. Again, back and front. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to me. All right, cool. So first thing we're gonna do is behind me, right? So this right here is screen printing mesh. We're gonna use the screen printing mesh on one of these metal screens, put everything together, and then after that, we're gonna heat press the HTV vinyl, not sticker, HTV vinyl onto the screen printing mesh, right? Now, the mesh that I get is the 230 mesh. The reason is because the more fabric area you have to hold on to the adhesive, the better. The less, the less it sticks on. It's still gonna be good, but you want more of a nice grip. And also, those are high detail mesh. Don't be afraid. Just go to Amazon and grab some. They really do not cost that much. It's just certain people will tell you they're really expensive and this and that because they want you to buy their own screens. That's why I grabbed these reusable screen printed frames, and I purchased my own mesh. As soon as I'm done, I just go on Amazon, order like it's it's about I think what it's a 30 by 50, or you can get a 50 by 50. When I say 30, I'm talking about like no, it's a 10-foot by 50-foot, right? So 50-foot long by 10-foot wide, right? So that's tons of vinyl. I mean, that's ton of mesh. You could put multiple screens on there. And here's the other thing: this image, if the person comes back and says they want like 50, 100, 200, even 500 t-shirts, I can still get it done. But let me hurry up because time is running for me. Around this time, as soon as I get set up, time to go to work. So let's get this going. Heat press it, and then we're on the road. All right, cool. Again, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I'm gonna keep saying it. Just do it. All right, let's get that. Let's get the algorithm pushing forward so I can do more lives and you guys can like be more I don't know, involved and get more out of it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me check. Let me put up my website. Also, guys, um, let's see. Check it out. Was it HPTT? Is it semicolon? Is that how you put it? HPTT? Is it? Oh, let me go check. Let me go check. Let me check. I'm gonna see if I can go and all right, copy website. Let's bring it down here. Was that right? Oh, HTTPS. That's what it is. Okay. So there we go. Bam. And now let's put this as a pen. All right, cool. So there you go. Website is up. Check it out if you want. I appreciate it. Again, it means a lot. I appreciate you. Let's get this going. All right. So why am I doing this? So most people, right? Most people who want to screen print normally does it the traditional way, right? You get the screen printing machine, the screens, the screen frames. What else? The emulsion, the flash dryer. Um, what else? The conveyor belt. What else? I always forget what it's called. The light box, right? Um, it's not the light box. Fuck. I always forget the name of it, but it is what it is. So either way, you get that, and you're ready to screen print. But all those take up space, right? So right now I'm in a 10 by 12 area, right? With the addition adds another 17, right? So I mean it becomes 17, right? Because it's like 17 and a half because extra 5. So what that does is it allows me to have more room, but at the end of the day, um, when you're limited for space, you gotta figure something out. Now, if you're doing things on the fly, you gotta go to work, and this is like not your main thing, but more of like a side gig, and who knows? Eventually, it might be a main thing. Best solution, especially if you have a screen printing machine and a vinyl cutter. All you need to do is cut the vinyl, remove the image, leave the empty space. So you're doing things backwards. Normally, when you're doing vinyl, you remove the empty space, leaving the image, then you heat press it onto the shirt. So what we're doing this time is this, right? We're gonna have the image printed correctly, right? Not backwards or vertical or horizontal, just correctly, right? So you can see the writing, what it says. And then you're gonna put it on the front side, not the flood side of the screen printing of the screen, the front side, right? Which is the ink side. So, or the face, either way. I'll show it to you. So once you're able to use your vinyl cutter, you can do multiple images, multiple stencils. You can even do the white. You can do the black, the cyan, magenta, yellow, purple, whatever amount of screens you want to do that you have available, you can actually do it. And also, my screen printing machine is configured so I can do multiple screen, even though it's a four screen printing, four stage, four color screen printing machine, right? I did get it from Viva. They contacted me. They wanted me to do some stuff for them, so I already have what they were gonna give me. But either way, um, so yeah, so you're running on the fly, and you're like, you know what, I need to do this. Go to your vinyl cutter, cut the images, color by color, put it on the screen, heat press it, then you start screen printing. That's it. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, right? So cutting these vinyl out took me about, it should take less, between 2 to 3 minutes, right? But I set it for longer, cutting time, whatever, because I didn't mess with the, stuff. But anyways, it took me 4 minutes to cut each one of these screens, so that's 8 minutes, right? Now, to heat press them on, it's gonna take me like what, 30 seconds, maybe less, right? Um, let's just say 1 minute. 1 minute to heat press two of them, right? So let's see, 4 plus 1, 5 minutes. So per, right? So that's 10 minutes. 10 minutes, right? Normally, when you're putting the image, when you're coding the image, could take like, it depends how many screens you have, could take like a minute or two, right? Then when you put it on the photo, the light box to, get the image, it could take like, a few seconds, depending on how powerful your call it light box, is. And then you gotta wash it out, right? That right there is another minute, right? So, um, all in all, and then you have to align the image and do all that stuff. So before you know it, and for it to dry, you need to let it dry so the emulsion to dry. So all that's gonna take up time. Now, imagine you take HTV vinyl, you throw it on the cutter, cut the images out that you want. As long as it's not one of those little tiny images that, that's gonna go out of the realm of you being able to cut it and remove it, you should be good to go. Get the image set, cut it out with the vinyl cutter, and then once you're done, put it on the screen, heat press it, get on the screen printing machine. Once you got on the screen printing machine and everything's lined up, throw on the shirt and you start screen printing. Shirt after shirt, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Um, as far as a conveyor belt, I do not have a conveyor belt. Again, I do have space. I can put a little buddy in there as far as a conveyor belt, but I don't want to be too limited for space. So I just use my heat press machine because I prefer it heat press. I like the feel when it's heat press. You know what I mean? So it's all up to you, but you do not need to have all those excessive stuff. All you need is a screen printing machine, um, screen printing mesh with frame, ink, a vinyl cutter, and lastly, it's a heat press machine, and that's it. That's all you need. All right. All right. Let's get started. Give me a minute. Excuse me. Mm, mm, mm. Hold on 1 minute, okay? Let's see. All right. All right. So again, screen. Right? I got these from Amazon in case you're wondering where you get your screen from. Alright, give me a second. Damn, maybe I should do something over here so I can just lay the screens. Anyways, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's move this forward. If you can find like a flat area to put your screens, you are in luck. So it comes out like this. Just try to make sure it doesn't hit the floor. Whatever size your frame is, you want to make sure you have like at least I have a ruler here. You want to make sure you have at least from the beginning to the end, from the inside to the outside, at least minimum, I'd say 2 inches to like 2 to 3 inches worth of XX screen just there. And put something in the middle to hold it together. All right, let's get our scissors. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is basically cut around. And if you cut too much, just don't cut too little. But if you cut too much, you can what you call it? You can easily trim. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can easily trim around. Right, so that's one down. Right, and I'm going to tell you how much of a fabric that I cut. Right, so this is about 25 inches by 22 inches. Right, my screen area is a 20 by 16. So this is a 20 by 16 frame. The actual frame, the whole length of it, the whole thing is about 20, 23, no, 24 by 20. So it's pretty much a 24 by 20. All right, that's done. Okay, cool. So now that we have it all set, right, you want to remove each one of these. And you can get this on Amazon, by the way. If you go and click on my Amazon link, you should see it. So just lay it down like that. Right. I'm gonna do front, back, side. Right. Next. pull on it a little bit too when you're putting the metal. All right, cool. All right, you can still pull it if you want. Right now, these are very loose for a reason. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so if you have like an impact drill or a drill period, you're good to go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, each one comes with this right here, and all it does is it attaches to your drill. If you don't want to use a drill because you think you're gonna damage it, you can also use this. Hold on 1 second, let me get to. All right, you can also get one of these right here. It's one of those torque wrench where as you twisting, if it gets too tight, you can go backwards and use the same motion, and it's just gonna go, you know. So for example, see, I'm holding it in place. When it gets too tight, it does that. But see, all right, cool. So again, you can use this. All right, you want to go side by side to make sure it's evenly tight. But again, this will take you time. This is fast. And all this is doing is tightening the mesh. Is each side has it. Don't tighten it too much. Oh, there's also these rubber things that they send you to put in between. I don't really like using that. All right, so let me show you what I'm doing. On the side is this right here, right? Right here is the bolt. It pulls this further to like stretch out the mesh to make it tighter for you. All right. If you do it evenly, you'll find the screws are not loose. If you do it unevenly, you'll find out 1 or 2 screw may be loose. Just tighten it so you get an even, like you can even hear it right now. Right? Okay. So let's do this side now. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other one. What time is it? 24. Oh my god. Time be flying. Alright. So there you go. There it is. You hear it? nice and tight. So let's make sure, right? And this is what I'm talking about with the excess. You can actually cut the excess out, which is what I'm gonna do. Or if you don't want to, you can just tape it all around. But I don't need all this extra. Yeah, this is tight enough. All right, man. And snap. When you're doing things live. And here's the other thing: you don't need to cut as much, right? Just enough, because you might end up reusing the screens. And I plan on getting more of these because they're like super useful. Yeah, they're like super useful. For like wanting to do images on the fly, especially if you're using the vinyl cutter. Um, Eventually, I want to do metal, um, metal meshing because I have a what's that thing called? I have a engraver, and since I have the engraver and I have a laser, well, it's a laser engraver, and since I have what's called a the metal mesh, I can use a small screen because I don't have the large metal mesh. I have the regular size one. I think it's like I think it's like 14 by something, right? So no, it's 12 inches wide. So I have to use a small mesh. I do have smaller mesh. I'm gonna end up using it, and the whole point is to use the engraver, engrave with the metal mesh, with the coating of emulsion on it. I got that from what's that company called? Uh, X Tool. I got that from X Tool. So screen one is done. What's the image? Yeah, screen one is done. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Man, I don't want to be late. Whew. So basically, this image, right, is gonna go on here, and this is how it's gonna look like, pretty much. It's gonna look something like that, but a little bit lower inside, properly, you know, and then bam. So, but that's the inside, right? This part is the inside. That's where you put the ink. Where it's gonna go is gonna be right here, right? So it looks reversed when you look at it through the mesh, right? But when you're looking at no, inside the mesh it looks reverse, but on the back it's reverse. No, inside is you're seeing it how it's supposed to look like. So that's how it's gonna go on the shirt, as you can see it on me, right? On the other side it's reverse. So that's why I said when you're doing your image, just do it upright because when it cuts through the vinyl, right, the forward facing is gonna go on the actual front side of the screen, right? Yeah. I'm just trying not to make it fall. It's gonna go on the front side of the screen. Now, if you're wondering, is the mesh tight enough? You can make as tight as you want. Just pull on it. Um, when I was doing the drilling, right, you can pull on the fabric, drill it to hold it in place. Pull on the other side, drill it to hold it in place, and then as you're drilling to tug the fabric, it'll make it tighter. In case you're wondering, you can make it as tight as you want, as tight as you want. All right. So don't be coming here saying, "Oh, this is not good to do because it doesn't make the fabric tight enough." That's a lie. It's all up to you. Everything is manual. Okay, cool. All right. So next one. As you can see, like I got tons of fabric, right? Or I should say mesh. I have ton of mesh. And all this is on Amazon. You just order it. So if you want, you can just use the screens that you have, right? If you're thinking like, you know what, I don't want to worry about screwing and tensioning and all that stuff, you can actually use a mesh that's already ready. So for example, right, this is a mesh. This one is metal. I mean wood, right? But obviously you can use metal, whatever, right? Um, a mesh like this that's already set and ready to go, all you do is just you take it, but it's gonna be a dedicated mesh for this image because remember, you can remove this, by the way. You can. All you need is just the, where is it? Give me a second. Ah, my VLR has seen better days. All you need is a VLR vinyl remover, and you can remove it off of the mesh. So it's not like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You can remove it with the VLR, and then create another image, put it on there, right? You just gotta make sure you remove all the adhesive that would be there as extra, right? And that's it. All right. So HTV vinyl. That's how I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do as far as the studio and getting things prepped and ready. Now, again, I could easily just use this, but for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna, So. Oh, also, there's a reason why I have this on there because I can actually attach it to my screen, clamp it on, and it's in the same place all the time. I have multiple screens that I have that's exactly like this. So I can be able to reuse them and I can swap colors in between. All right, let's get this one going. What time is it? Whew, time is flying. Again, as you can see, I got tons of space. You want to do at least um, 1 to 2 inches, no, 2 to 3 inches extra hanging out of the frame area all around. All right, let's do what we did last time to hold it. So that put something in the center, right? Put something in the center that's heavy. That way it holds the mesh, and then you can just walk around it, making sure you have enough um, mesh all around, right? If you like, hey, I want to conserve some of this mesh, use only what you need, and then any extra you can do whatever you want with it. Right? So again, you want to have at least from the beginning of the screen all the way to the outside, minimum 2 to 3. I'm just gonna do excess because I got tons of this stuff. And if you're a pro, you just zip it on, zip it along. All right, there we go. There you go. Now look at this. I got tons of mesh still just there. You want to roll it in a way where you can just fold it, have it ready for you for next time. You know. Again, I got this from Amazon. This is a 10 foot by 50 foot. So you can get tons of screens out of this. Your normal screen is usually about, I'd say 24 inches wide. I mean long, 20 inches, 20 between, it's usually 20 by 24, right? So that's basically 2 foot, right? 24 is 2 foot. So basically 20 is, it's not 2 foot, but you could say 2 foot by 2 foot, right? Again, you move the bottom. Make sure it's loose. Make sure it's loose, right? If you have this type of screen, make sure the bottom is loose, right? The reason why you want it loose is because when you're screwing it, it's gonna pull the fabric to tighten it. All right. Okay, cool. So while this is on top, holding it, you can easily do it like this. Man, I'm running out of time. And again, you're gonna have excess vinyl. I mean excess mesh just hanging around. Now, some of you are probably gonna say, "Hey, why don't you just use your DTF printer?" I try not to use my DTF printer when it's one color, and the reason why is because it's when you buy DTF ink, you normally buy a whole. They don't sell individually, and if they do, like it's gonna be more expensive. So I'd rather just screen print it. You know, it's one color. It's gonna be easy to screen print. Um, so I go through, and I don't do this for like just one image. I normally do screen printing when it's more than like the total image would have to equal to at least 24 or higher. And I have a total image of, let's see, what is it? I'm doing 24. Yeah, I'm doing like around 24. So front and back. Right? Again, you can use this or a drill, any drill. And you want to do it like when you're doing a tire, right? A little bit here, a little bit there. And this is the part I was telling you. You can actually pull some of it to get as much as you can so you can make it tighter. If you pull too much, this will come off. You just put it back. It's no biggie. All right. Right. Let's turn it around, make it a little bit more even. And that's what I was talking about. I need to create a way where I can actually. Is this? Alright, I'm gonna have to undo it. Yeesh. Give me a second. Normally I do this like on the actual screen printing machine, but let's see if this will hold it. Yeah, somewhat holds it. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, damn. Got spooked a little bit. All right. So what happened? This came out. Just gotta put it back. Did I? So it's not that's. Unscrew that. Looking a little shady over here because this was not meant to hold that. So you know what? Yeah, I may have to pull this back out. It just fell. Okay, that everything is here, so it just fell. Something fell. I don't know what it is. All right, so let's throw this back in there. Again, this can come off if it's if you're drilling and the mesh haven't. Anyways, you'll figure most of these things out later. Also, you can pull it or you put it inside. Give a little tug, see how it feels like. Oh, okay, I see what it is. I see what it is. Right now, my only issue is just time. Alright. Time is it? Oh my gosh, it's already 40. What the heck? How about again? Okay, I'm stressing out because the time frame that I'm working with sucks. Oh, yesterday I had time to do this. I should have just finished it. You know what? All right. This is sick. That is sick. This is sick. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let me grab these before they get lost. All these are is just they're just bolts, right? And they go in here. The bolts don't really affect these much. So they're just there, I guess. If you really want to make it super tight so it doesn't go anywhere. The bolts, do they fit in? Yeah, they fit in. So you can bolt them in too. Just messing with the tension right now. See how it is. Okay, it's looking a little bit better. Also, don't do it super, super tight because that will happen. I don't know. There's something up with that side for some reason. I didn't hear it click, so I think that's been the problem. Yeah. All right, let's undo this part. Ah, this is messing up everything. All right, so let's pull this out. Let's pull as much as we can. Right, as much as we can to stuff this in here. Oh, okay, okay. I figure out what the issue is. Whenever you're setting this up, make sure it goes all the way into the groove. So, let's see. Ah, yikes. For some reason, this is not staying tight. Oh, this is. You know what? When things like that's happening, and you know what you're doing is spiritual, what ends up happening is it tells you take a break, relax a little bit, because right now Satan is at play. He's gonna do whatever he can to mess you up. Let me just. What time is it? It's 59. I'm gonna get myself focused, get to work, and then I'll come back tonight and just finish this. Because this is not supposed to be happening. As you saw, I set this screen up, everything was perfect, and now this is happening. So, and that's my alarm for work, so I gotta get going. Yeah, I gotta get going. All right, so, um, it is what it is. This is how my day is usually. I'm trying to finish stuff and I can't. I gotta go to work. So normally I'm supposed to come in tonight and finish it, and then I get going, do some stuff, and then I get things ready, and then I send it off. But things are happening that's just not allowing me, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. All right. Either way, it's not stopping me. I'm gonna undo all this right here, start over, because sometimes it's not that you messed up, it's just the fact that you're forgetting one step, and because that one step that you're forgetting, this tends to happen. So, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I'm out. Peace. Hold on a second. There we go. Stop streaming. And we're gonna do a